You know what? F you. Casts mending and unmashes your potatoes. Hey, whatever it is, SkyDieRay have my SkyDieRay knife. God damn it. Hey, whatever it is, SkyDieRay. Hey, whatever it is, SkyDieRay have my SkyDieRay knife like DiRay here. That was good enough, okay. McDonald's apple pie is actually good. I don't know why that great intro turned into a promo, but anyway. How are you guys doing? Welcome to another DnDMemes video. How are you guys doing? Having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into it, I wanna quickly kindly ask you if you wanna take a moment to smash the like button. Only takes a second, helps out, and I appreciate it a lot. And also, you know, I did like 20 attempts for reading that, so hopefully that's appreciated. Smash the like button. Okay, thanks. Alright, and yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Rogues having competition for the worst childhood. My backstory is the most tragic, abandoned by parents. No, my backstory is the most tragic, parents killed when young. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. This is the guy with mother hanged from a tree outside of Galgenbeck and you fell from the corpse. Jesus Christ. Kojima. Godzilla meets James Bond meets Ghost in the Shell. If you ever feel that your setting is getting too complicated and that you'll never finish it, feel sorry for this guy who spent 2 decades building his world to have a company board take it from him. Yeah, that's got to feel terrible actually. DnD. How lure in unwitting players. Do you enjoy doing math? I do not. How about live improv? Not at all. Okay, but what if there are dragons? Keep talking. Hashtag it took me a very long time to realize this was a D&D post. And hashtag I was just like, yeah, if they added dragons in math, I would actually do math. Yeah, good stuff. Dungeons and Dragons derivatives. Oh boy, I can't wait to grind the battle pass to unlock Fireball. They know you can't simply sell more books to grow D&D, and they aren't able to monetize a good portion of the IP under the current OGL. The nature of D&D makes it far more complicated than Magic to translate into digital experiences. So, they acquired D&D Beyond as a stepping stone in their digital D&D strategy. What Wizards wants is a recurring subscription-based revenue stream from both DMs and players, combined with free-to-play systems like cosmetics and season passes, in a virtual tabletop to create enough tiers such that even the lowest tier for their digital products is a net increase in revenue across most of their players. D&D Night, yeah, honestly sounds like, Jesus Christ, how does it get so bad? I mean, okay, we probably all know the answer, but it's terrible, actually. It's really a terrible idea. Going back to 3rd, 3.5 or Pathfinder after years of playing 5th edition. Touch AC, armor spell failure, 1 million fucking feats, crits from 19 to 20 and crits times 3, fortitude, reflex and will saves, disarm, trip and sunder non-lethal, craft, knowledge, perform and profession, flat-footed AC and size bonus to attack and AC. Some of those things actually seem great and I have no idea why they removed them. I mean, other than, I don't know, simplifying things, I guess, right? That's a pretty good reason, usually. But it just seems like a bunch of great mechanics that were removed for no reason other than that. I like this version of the Wizard and Sorcerer conflict much better. When Wizard and Sorcerer get into a fight. I love pitting classically trained magic users against self-taught magic users in sci-fi and fantasy, but it shouldn't be snobbish disdain for them, it should be terror. Who taught you lightning before basic telekinesis? Losing my mind, what do you mean you just did it? What do you mean you cast with your bare hands? What do you mean that you've hacked mana drain? What do you mean drink some juice? What is low blood sugar? Why is this working? I hate you so much. Okay, but other direction can also be a lot of fun. What do you mean I don't have to burn half my blood to create a fireball? Why can you teleport more than once without vomiting? WTF is quantum displacement awareness. You know how many spells? How? What do you mean my spellbook? Oh, you're just summoning water portions from the plane of water. Lol, I thought I had to combine hydrogen and oxygen molecules to generate water in small amounts. That's so much easier than what I was doing. Silent Watcher. Strahd watching the players assemble a catapult, 3 water guns, a sandwich, a tent, 2 jacuzzis, and 12 peasants outside of Ravenloft. The f*** are you doing over there? Yeah, if you do know what they're doing, then I'm sorry that you're one of the people that knows. It is an unfortunate information to have. Meta magic is so fun. DM. Looks like the enemies surround the sorcerer. Hope you have a plan. The sorcerer casting careful fireball on self. When you're mad because of a meme, so you threaten to go over to a system made by a demonstrably more evil company. I'm going to play Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay because I have concerns about how Wizards of the Coast might handle its IP and how they might interact with small creators. I'm gonna tell him. The number of times I was told to be quiet because my charisma was slightly lower than the bards. Charisma classes in social encounters. Holding back non-charisma classes, yeah. As long as no one does anything stupid and wakes it up, we're okay. Our quest is to investigate a dungeon with doppelgangers and mimics. We find out they worship a being called the Great Shifter, the largest mimic to ever exist. The Great Shifter is somewhere on the material plane, slumbering. In the next town that we arrive in, the locals tell us the legend of how the nearby mountain appeared one day overnight and no one knew where it came from. Jesus Christ. The mountain mimic, okay, that's not gonna be fun, is it? I mean, okay, it's probably gonna be fun, it's just not gonna be very pleasant. Super creepy or surprisingly wholesome little doll people. The puppet. Puppets often stay on the lookout for other creatures who, like them, have stumbled into self-awareness. They might have regular conversations with animated objects, golems, houseplants, statues, or toys in which they're deeply polite out of a desire to leave a good impression for the time when the object wakes up. It's okay, Broomy. You gain sentience when you feel like it. Not gonna lie, that's adorable. If an angel can fall, then a fiend could ascend. Paternax-like NPCs and dilemmas would be awesome. An NPC who's secretly a Rakshasa just waiting to betray the party when they aren't useful. No, an NPC who's a Rakshasa that has overcome their own evil and they're an ascended fiend. Yeah, that's a good one. How I feel seeing all the complaining pop up again. Don't make me tap the sign. It's completely fine to have no interest in learning new systems. People can play whatever they prefer. Yeah, common occurrence. Family is complicated. Sorcerer discovering that their ex is the big bad evil guy. Bard finding out the big bad evil guy is their mother and then putting 2 and 2 together. Terrible realization, but yeah, okay. Where was I in the order? Hot things to say during sex. That's a crit. I'm out of spell slots. I have a reaction. How many feet away am I? I cast Fireball. Aight, hear me out. Feel free to boycott the D&D movie, but I suggest watching Vox Machina Season 2 because unless you cancel your Prime sub, you're not hurting Wizards by not watching it. Or, you know, alternative methods of watching it. I'm sure those exist as well, right? I wouldn't know, but probably do. Losing trust is tough to come back from. Thousands of D&D players. I've unsubscribed from D&D Beyond. Wizards of the Coast. Fine, we'll keep OGL 1.0a. You can resubscribe now. You're going to resubscribe, right? I mean, it's probably gonna take some time, but I'm pretty sure people will come back eventually if they did cancel their subs. Yeah, I would also guess that not immediately. At least not everyone will come back immediately. But they probably will in some time if Wizards doesn't do anything, you know, to stop them from doing that, if they just keep on the right path. It'll be different this time, baby. We promised not to change the OGL, said the corporation who had previously promised not to change the OGL before they tried to change the OGL. Noted. Our wizard to our paladin. You know what? You. Casts mending and unmashes your potatoes. Why is this joke common? Why has this become a common joke recently? How I feel when I read all this, it's unfair to expect players to roleplay in a role-playing game posts. I want to persuade the king that the Baron is evil. How do you persuade him? You can't ask the player that. It would be like asking the rogue to pick a lock in real life. Okay, so my character draws on all his charisma and says, "Your Royal Majesty, I have great news. My friends and I have personally heard the Baron plotting treachery against your throne and intending to cause you harm. You're creating a hostile game environment for your shy players. You're a bad DM. Awesome speech. Roll for persuasion with advantage. Yay, I got a natural 20. Quit having fun." Also, check the charity the sub is boosting. Wizards of the Coast wants the discussion to move off social media so they can control the topic of the OGL. Remember to stay mad and stay vocal. Good attitude and advice. Seriously guys, White Wolf Publishing, creators of Chronicles of Darkness and World of Darkness, is underrated. Strongest wizard in D&D. And then the weakest wizard in Mage the Awakening. Jesus, okay, that does intrigue me actually, that does pique my interest. A little cameo never hurt anyone. My players. Is he here? Me, the World Shaper. Is who here? They're retired characters from the last campaign. Hey Mercs, need a job? They tried to warn us, but we would not listen. They tried to warn us. With Monopoly the Dungeons and Dragons edition, alright. I have it online, but I work better with physical books. Me, brand new D&D player, literally making my first character this week, and I wanted to buy the player's handbook to help with the character creation. And then checks D&D memes and finds out that Wizards of the Coast is awful and being boycotted. The old one had its charm. DM. I went ahead and bought a Kraken mini. That player. I preferred the old one. Well, that was a one-sided fight. Party goes to explore a nearby dungeon. Make it to find the final room, and just the boss in a room lit by torches. Wizard casts Prestidigitation to extinguish the torches. Dungeon boss is the only one who doesn't have dark vision. That was not well thought out, was it? I mean, you could have just given him dark vision to make it, you know, not as one-sided. Just to keep things interesting. Fool me twice, or whatever. Sorry for acting like that. It will happen again, says Wizard of the Coast, yeah. I mean, presumably, I haven't looked into it, but this is not the first time this happened. So that's already pretty bad. I mean, if it happened twice, it's very likely it's gonna happen a third time in the future, isn't it? It's surprisingly difficult to do. But this is what I get for wanting to break my group into sci-fi. Me, trying to find a system with ship-to-ship combat that lets an entire crew contribute that isn't a hot mess or boring. That's also surprisingly difficult for video games, not just TTRPGs actually. A great rundown of the world of Galarian. Pathfinder setting. Oh wow, that's quite in-depth actually. We have its cold, Vikings, Russian Narnia, cavemen, demon wasteland, demons, big lake, crumbed empire that got better, ruins of crumbled empire, orcs, fantasy Transylvania, Conan versus space robots, Game of Thrones, zombie apocalypse, Scientology state for some reason, Build a Kingdom, Dragon Paradise, Audi Edge, the USSR, Hobgoblins and then the USSR, Elves, Viva la Revolution, Antifa, Centrists, Money Money Money, it's a song apparently as well, Yo-ho, okay, I'm guessing those are pirates there, Devil Fascist Empire, America, yeah, Camelot but Mega New York, Persia, We Hate God, Elixir of Youth Exporters, literally Egypt, Secret quote-unquote Assassin Island, Tornado? Question mark? I don't know. It's wet, I Bless the Rains Down in Africa, Arabian Nights, Wizard Squared, Steampunk, another Yo-ho-ho for some reason, Scary Jungle, Colonists, and Necromancy Nation. There's something missing actually, the bottom right country, the pink one. There's no text over it, and there should be, I think. If not, I'm gonna assume it's part of Arabian Nights, but yeah. No, I do not know what MBTI means. Me, pretending to understand all of the acronyms that the community use. Alright, on that note, that's gonna be it for today's video, so thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave if you didn't subscribe if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon, and as also new to buy free, so lots of thanks so much for those. Links below if you wanna check them out, as well as links to the social media, Discord, how everything else. And yeah, that's it, thanks again for watching, I'll see you next time, have a great day, bye!